everybody, it's Paige, and today's video is going to be my spring Sephora sale recommendations video. I picked out a few products that I have been loving from Sephora that I wanted to talk to you guys about today in case you wanted to check any of them out during this spring sale. I will have all of the information on the sale as far as percentages and dates and the different tiers and things like that listed in the description box for you guys so you can figure out when you can start shopping the sale. And then I will also have all of these products linked in the description box for your convenience. So if you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy, and let's go ahead and get started. I actually just filmed a Sephora sale wish list video where I talk about all of the products that I am interested in picking up during this sale. So if you guys want to check that out for even more ideas, I will have that linked in the description box for you guys. So first things first, everything that I'm going to talk about is makeup besides like the first two things. So Sol de Janeiro came out with a new product. This is their Bon Dia Bright Cream, and I freaking love this. They actually sent this to me in PR, and I was gonna pick it up. Like, I was going to literally buy it because I was like, first of all, this packaging is so cute and it sounds amazing. And sure enough, they did not disappoint. Oh, it smells so good. It smells kind of like a pink drink to me. I think it's like the coconut milk is what makes me think of that. It's so creamy but light. It's not overpowering, but it definitely has a beautiful scent and it's very hydrating. I also believe this has chemical exfoliation in it, which will give you, you know, a moisturized effect immediately, but it will also help refine the texture of your skin over time, which is like fantastic. Like, I love using chemical exfoliants on my face, and I was like, I never thought about it being in a lotion before, but it just smells so good. I don't know what it is, but I freaking love it. It says that it's infused with renewing fruit, AHAs, and vitamin C. So yeah, if you guys were considering picking this up, I highly recommend it. I think it is fantastic, and to go along with that, I thought I would give an honorable mention shout out to the original Bum Bum cream, which is still my favorite from them. They have, I think, four different moisturizers now. They have the Bum Bum cream, the Coco Cabana, which is like, kind of smells like toasted coconut, you know, it's a little bit more of a kind of buttery popcorn scent, but like in a good way. Some people don't like that one. That's a little bit more of a polarizing scent. They have this new one here, and then they have their nude cream, which is the unscented one. So if you don't like scent but you still love a good hydration, I highly recommend the unscented one. And they actually just redid the packaging, and it's so much better and like easier to get the product out. So yeah, I wanted to mention both of these. I just have a little mini right here of the Bum Bum cream, but this is the full size, and Sol de Janeiro is a little bit more pricey, so if you can get it on sale, I highly recommend doing so. I pretty much would recommend any Sol de Janeiro product, but I wanted to specifically mention those two. Next, I have not one but two foundations to talk about. The first one is what I'm wearing right now. This is the Sephora Best Skin Ever Longwear Foundation. This is amazing. I bought this because of a YouTuber. Her name is Julia, and she always talks about this foundation. I'm pretty sure she's like has a sponsorship with Sephora, so it's like an ad every time I see it. But like, it looked so good. I was like, you know what, like, I'm gonna try it and just see, and she's not lying. Like, this foundation is amazing. It looks so beautiful on the skin, so natural. It does have a medium coverage. It's not super buildable, so like, I can't get it to cover all of my discoloration or acne scars or breakouts or anything, but it does a really good job at just evening out my skin tone, and it looks beautiful. Like, I love it so much. Every single time I wear it, I love the way that my makeup looks, so I highly recommend checking this out. It's not super expensive. It is the Sephora brand, which is usually a little bit cheaper than the other, like, you know, third-party brands that they sell at Sephora. So yeah, if you're looking for a new foundation, I highly recommend this one. It is amazing. I have it in the shade 17.5N, by the way. And then another foundation that I've been loving is from Urban Decay. This is the Hydro Maniac Stay Naked Tinted Glow Hydrator, and I have this in the shade 30 Light. I would say I definitely have used this one more than the Sephora one, but I don't know. I feel like I like them both equally. I feel like the Sephora one might be even a little bit more natural than the Urban Decay, but I feel like I'm like halfway done with this because I use it every single time I do my makeup if I'm not using this. I would say I've used this one probably like 5 or 6 times, but this one I've probably used like 15 to 20 times, and I can definitely tell, like, sometimes I can see through the packaging, so I know I'm getting through this one, but there's still a ton of product in both. Like, I'm not gonna run out anytime soon, but both of these are fantastic if you are looking for a light to medium coverage foundation with a natural finish, a little bit more on the hydrating side. I do have oily skin, but I just like to set it with a pressed powder, not from Sephora, but it is from Walmart, I'm pretty sure. This is the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder. I love setting my face with this pressed powder, and I feel like my makeup looks flawless every single time. So yeah, I highly recommend either of these. They are so good. I don't want to say that I struggled finding products to talk about in today's video, because I didn't. Like, everything that I'm talking about immediately came to mind. I just don't have like a billion different things to talk about. I have actually been really enjoying a lot of more like affordable products, like drugstore products recently. So when I was looking through my collection to, you know, kind of pull out products for this video, I was looking for a bronzer, and I was like, literally all of the bronzers that I've been loving are either drugstore or like only sold at Ulta. So yeah, I don't have a bronzer to talk about, or blush or highlight. Actually, I've been really enjoying those types of products from other brands recently. I could find something to talk about, but I want to keep this video like true, like I 100% stand by this. Like, this is so good. I've truly been loving it, like more recently, like current favorites, sort of current Sephora favorites, if you will. But I do have a brow product and a mascara to talk about. The brow product is from Hourglass. This is the Arch Brow Micro Sculpting Pencil. I love this so much. I think I got it in a BoxyCharm like a long time ago, and it's in the shade Dark Brunette, and I was like, this isn't even gonna work for me. Like, this is gonna be too dark, but it's actually the perfect shade. I love it so much. It's a very precise point. It has really good pigment to it. You don't have to like scratch at your eyebrow to get the color payoff. It literally just glides on, stays all day. I am truly a fan of this pencil. I have no idea how much it is, but I mean, if I were to buy it, I would probably buy it on sale, considering Hourglass typically has very expensive prices. But yeah, if you are looking for a precise brow pencil, this one is so good. I'm sure there's other more affordable options, but like, I can't help it. I always come back to this one. So I'm gonna be really sad when I run out of this someday. I've used it a ton, and I don't know how much product is left, but I feel like there's still quite a bit in here. So yes, Hourglass Micro Brow Pencil is amazing. And for the mascara, we have actually another product from the Sephora line inside of Sephora. This is their Size Up Volume Extra Large Mascara, and this is great. This is what I'm wearing today. I did a more like light coat of this mascara. I didn't like build it up, but I think that it gives my lashes a really good length, really good volume. It does a good job at separating my lashes out and not clumping them up together. My one complaint that I have about this is that sometimes I'll get little like dots of like almost like flaky mascara, if that makes sense. It only happens like maybe 10 minutes after applying it, and then I'll just take a makeup brush and like wipe it away like this. But it's not something that continuously happens to me throughout the day, but that is something that I noticed that I wanted to mention. But I have this in the shade Ultra Black, and I think it's really, really pretty, and I've been really enjoying it. I picked this up, I think, the same time I bought this. I could be wrong, but Either way, I really like both of those Sephora products. For lips, I have one product to talk about, and that is from Marc Jacobs. This is like a classic product. I feel like I've probably mentioned this in some sort of recommendations video. I know I've mentioned it in favorites videos in the past, but this is in the shade Sugar Sugar. This is such a pretty gloss. I'll go ahead and put some on. Right now, I have the MAC lipstick in the shade Honey Love on, which unfortunately you can't get MAC at Sephora, but I've been loving MAC lipsticks. Honey Love and Blankety are like my top two right now. But you can purchase MAC from Ulta, which I think is where I got mine. But this gloss is so pretty. If you like that pinky nude, like very light kind of look, I think you would love this gloss. I think it looks beautiful on top of lipsticks, but it also looks really pretty alone. It is a little bit more of like a pale sort of milky gloss, so I could see not everybody loving this, but I personally love it. And like I said, I like to wear it on top of lipsticks / lip liners and also alone. So yeah, this is definitely a favorite of mine and has been for a very long time. And we're already on the last category of products, which I want to talk about Natasha Denona eyeshadows. So I have a few palettes here that I wanted to mention. So in my wish list video, I talked about a couple of palettes from Natasha Denona that I want to purchase. I want to purchase the Glam palette and the Bronze palette, which those are two of their midi palettes, which are $65, which is a lot of money, but it's not as much money as these guys, which are $129 a piece. So yes, if you ever plan on purchasing Natasha Denona, I highly recommend waiting until there's a sale, because this is a situation where you can save yourself quite a bit of money. I'm not sure if the Natasha Denona website typically has percentages off if it's like your first time purchase type thing. But Sephora obviously has their like twice a year sale, I think is what it is, where you can purchase their products and get a discount. The first palette that I will mention is this one. This is their most recent palette. I did a review. I did a 2 looks 1 palette type video. I will link that down below if you're interested in seeing what kind of looks I created with this. But this is the Circo Loco palette, and this is a really pretty palette, but it's also very crazy. The color story is quite interesting. I've never seen anything like this before. It kind of doesn't make sense, but at the same time, it's fun. And these shadows you can remove and like pop them back in. They're like magnetic. There's little holes on the back of the palette that you can just stick a little pin in there and pop the shadows out. So if you don't like the placement of the shadows, you can rearrange them to be more pleasing to your preferences. I don't typically do that just so I can remember the names of things, but this is a really pretty colorful palette. The shadows in here are extremely pigmented. I'll swatch a few just to show you guys. The shade is called Aerialist. This is one of my favorites in the entire palette. Like, are you kidding me? That is so beautiful. And then we have Snow Cone, which is another very shimmery shade, but has more of like a blue teal tone to it. It's just so pretty. There's like planes flying around like crazy today. I don't know what is going on. So I'm sorry if you can hear that, but there we have Razzle Dazzle. Their metallics, there's something about their metallics that is unmatched. I love them so much. So if this is something that you've been considering purchasing, I think that the sale is a good time. However, if you're not like gonna wear colors, then don't buy this, because this is a very colorful palette, and I sometimes have difficulty like trying to come up with looks that actually look good, like a combination of colors, but it's just really fun. You know, it's good for those artistic days when you just kind of want to play around with makeup, and like it's okay if it doesn't turn out good because you're just experimenting. That is like my go-to palette for that. Anyway, I also have this palette here, which is the Lila palette. This is what I'm wearing on my eyes today. I did a very natural look, and I love this eye look. Like, I'm probably gonna wear this a lot now. Ever since I did this, I'm like obsessed. So here's what it looks like. This one is a little bit more toned down, a little bit more monochromatic and cohesive, less like stressful to look at. But all I did for my eye look today was I went in with this matte shade here, which I put in the outer corner in the crease, and then I put this shimmer all over the lid, and then I put a little bit of this on my inner corner, and that's it. I love this palette so much. Something I will mention about Natasha Denona shadows is that their mattes tend to look a lot darker and deeper on my eyes, like once I apply them. So in the pan, this might look like a lighter kind of taupey color, but when you put it on your eyes, if you're not like super light-handed, it comes across so much deeper. It's like, did I go into the right shade? Sometimes I'm like, whoa, that's really deep and dark. So keep that in mind with the mattes. But other than that, I love Natasha Denona's formula. Here's another palette that I just thought I would mention. This is the gold palette. This was my first Natasha Denona palette, I believe, and it is just so pretty. I'll swatch a few shades. Like, what the heck? What is going on? They literally look wet. They're so intense. So yeah, this one is very interesting formula. It's like almost sheer, like sheer glitter. That is so pretty. So yeah, I pretty much would recommend any Natasha Denona palette. I would say I probably have like 8 or so of them, and I love all of them. And the last one that I wanted to mention is this one. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this in my last recommendations video, maybe not, but this is the mini Zendo palette. It is just so cute. Like, look at those colors. I love it so much. This one is $25. These little guys right here, they have like mini versions of certain palettes, and they're $25, which, I mean, that's a lot of money, but it's a lot less than the other palettes, and you get a lot of products, and the colors are just so cute. So this is a really good everyday palette in my opinion. So I think that's everything that I have to talk about today. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please don't forget to subscribe and give it a thumbs up. Like I mentioned, I will have my wish list video along with links to all of the products that I mentioned in today's video in the description box down below. Let me know what you plan on picking up from this sale, and if you guys have any recommendations for the rest of us. I'd love to see a nice conversation going in the comment section. So anyway, I love you guys so much. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!